Hi out there. Today we are going to do a routine for our back, for the health of our back, and to strengthen it. And I'm glad you're here with us. So please say hello in the comments if you are here and where you're from. If you're new especially, welcome. This is Yoga with Gloria. I'm Gloria. Guess I should have started with that. Okay, so hello Lily and John and Suresh. Glad to see you guys again. So happy that you guys are always returning. So just, let's sit comfortably here. Sit up nice and tall. And we'll just gonna lift our arms overhead, interlace the fingers, and just bend a little side to side. Oh, Debbie, you made it today. And Roseanne and Samuel and Francie, welcome. So from a seated position, we're just gonna fold forward over the left knee as much as you can. So you might need to just take your arms out, or you might bring blocks down, or maybe you can just fold over on your forearms, and then you'll feel that back stretching. Good, and we're going to come to the other side and just fold over the knee here. Welcome Leslie Marie from Virginia, and Rosita coming back. Good to see you again. So folding over the right knee now. And coming up, Abigail, hello. Glad you're here. Walk your hand out to the side, and now we'll stretch up and over. Turn the gaze and the heart up. See if you can have your sitting bones still stay on the floor. And then other side. I got it, all right. And all right, now we're going to take a twist. You might notice the low back or any part of your back that's a little tight. Just notice the quality. Other side. All right, let's go ahead and close our eyes for a minute here. Any comfortable position. Just connecting to our breath and our center. As you inhale, let your belly expand. And as you exhale, let it relax down towards your spine. Inhale, nice deep breath in. And exhale completely. And slowly begin to deepen your breath. And lifting up Inhale all the way up to the collarbones and hold it at the top. Open the mouth, blow it out. Again, inhale. Filling up, holding it at the top. Open the mouth, exhale. And then last time, inhale, filling up. Holding it up top, lift your chest, sides of your neck or back. And open the mouth, blow it out. Hands in front of your heart, drop your gaze, and just take a moment to call up an intention for today's class. And we'll seal that in with 3 ohms, inhaling deeply. All right, and we'll start on our backs. Go ahead and lay down. And you'll just draw the knees into your chest. And you'll take your hands up like this, and you're just gonna shake. Hi, Alice. And you just shake. And shake your arms and your wrists. Like a dead bug on your back. They can't turn around. Just shake up your ankles and your wrists. And then you'll take your right knee over the left knee over the right knee over the left knee over the right knee over the left knee over the right. Keep going. Helicopter legs. Connecting a little to your core. 3, 2, and 1. And then if you have a block or a stuffed animal or something, a book, you can squeeze it between your knees via the adductors for revolved abdominal pose, squeezing in. And we're just going to check into our low back here. Exhale and feel your QL muscle, that deep low back muscle. See how it feels. Inhaling, exhaling, just dropping as far as you can. Some of you may not have the range of motion to drop your knees all the way down. And if not, it's okay. Just go to where it's comfortable for you. Exhale. And then release your block, and you're going to turn and you're going to kick the top leg straight. Turn and kick the top leg straight. Turn and kick. Kick. 2 more on each side. And last one. And release. You're going to draw the knees into your chest. Let's take a happy baby pose. So grabbing the bottom edges of your feet or the inner arches, whatever feels more comfortable for you. If you can't reach the bottoms of your feet, you can hold on to the bottoms of your hamstring. Okay, and then go ahead and stamp your low back into the floor. Relax your head and shoulders. And you're going to release and take your right leg straight up. So if you need to keep your left knee bent, you can do that. Otherwise, you can straighten both legs. You're going to walk your hand as high as you're comfortable, scissoring your inner thighs, pulling it in. And then from here, you can either grab your big toe, or most of you, if you have a strap, you can use a strap, or you can just simply bring your right elbow down and catch your leg as it falls out to the side. And you can stay like this, or you can bend the opposite leg and just hold on to the ankle and see if you can separate your knees while keeping your shoulder blades on the floor, and see if that accentuates that inner adductor stretch for you. If you don't like it, just do regular. All right, and the last one, knee into your chest, and then we're gonna go ahead and do a spinal twist. Stack your sitting bones here. So one over the other, just nice and taking this hip crease down, either with a straight leg or a bent leg. And back to center, other leg, left leg up, and you're going to interlace behind your hamstring with the option of straightening the leg, scissoring your inner thighs. You want to take that left hip down, and you can walk up your leg as much as you're comfortable. All right, you're going to take your left elbow down and hold your leg wherever you're comfortable. If you're more flexible, just take your big toe with your peace fingers and let it all the way out. You want to keep your right hip from rocking up too much. So you can stay here the more traditional way, or you can play with bending this opposite leg, holding onto the shin somewhere, and then opening up both knees away from each other as your head and shoulder blades rest on the floor. And release. Let's draw the left knee into your chest. And then you're going to twist over to the right. Stack your sitting bones one over the other. And find a twist. You can stay there or straighten the top leg straight. And welcome to Dan. Hi, Dan. Thanks for joining us. And release. Back to center. And we're going to draw the knees into your chest, and you're going to rock up to a seated position. Let's come on to all fours. Let's drop, do a little cat-cow. So rounding, tucking your tailbone under. Looking up, inhale, exhale, round. Tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, round. Lion's breath for 2. Sticking your tongue out. One more lion's breath. And let's come down to your belly. We'll take our hands out in front of you with the palms facing each other. You're gonna look between your elbows and then fire the back muscles by taking your right arm up and the left leg. And then the left arm, right leg, your glutes also, the whole posterior. Let's go opposite, 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 opposite. You can go nice and slow, or you can go faster, like you're swimming for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Go ahead and relax down for a moment. All right. So now you're going to have your hands down like this for Sphinx Pose. That could be your Cobra, or you can come into your regular Cobra, whatever feels better for you. Roll your shoulders down away from your ears. And then a little spinal twist looking over your left shoulder. Hi, Teresa. Glad you can be with us. And then over your right shoulder. And then curl the toes for downward facing dog. So pedal. And let's take your right leg up and bring it forward between your hands. Left leg steps forward, forward fold. And circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. So circle the arms, inhale, look up, exhale, fold forward, lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold right leg back, left leg back, lower to your belly, point your toes, come up for Cobra, and downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward, left leg steps forward, circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Circle the arms, inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Left leg goes back. Right leg goes back. Chaturanga, or to your belly. Find a Cobra, up dog, and downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Bring it forward. Right leg steps forward. And circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Let's do one more like that. One more set. Circling the arms up. Exhale, fold. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold right leg back, left leg back. Chaturanga, or to your belly. Cobra or up dog. And downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Bring it forward. Left leg steps forward. Circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Last time on the left side. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, folding forward. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold left leg back. Right leg back. Lower to your belly. Let's find a Cobra. And downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. You're going to bring it forward. Right leg steps forward. And circle the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Hi, Courtney. Welcome. Yeah, you're welcome to watch from the beginning if you're late. All right, so we're going to do for your low back, let's do full body flow. So the feet are outer hip width distance apart. And then you're just going to punch your left arm up and grab the left wrist. And then your hips are going to go back, your knees are going to go back, and your back is going to be nice and flat as you swing your fists through your legs, bend your knees, and then tuck your tailbone under, and it's a little wave-like motion up your spine. Hips glide back, tuck your tailbone under, wave-like motion up your spine. Increase that fluidity in our spine, bending your knees, tuck your tailbone under, and wave-like motion up your spine. Bend your knees, wave up. Bend your knees and wave up. Switch to grab your opposite wrist, now your right wrist. Swinging, bending, and waving up. Bending, and it's like you're zipping all the way up. Good. That fluid-like motion helps keep that spine nice and supple. Keep it supple and strong. 3 more. 2 more. And last one here. All right. And release. All right. So now we'll do a little bit the same stance. Hips back, knees back. So the hips back and the knees back. And then the arms are by your side. Super straight spine and neck in line with the spine. So your weight is in your heels. You can tell, you can even lift your toes up, maybe your whole foot, and just bring your hips back even more, and you might feel some warmth or in the low back. And you can stay here, or you can take your arms overhead or in front of you. You can put your fingertips together. So brace your low back. Your back is nice and flat. So if you see my back, good. Your hands can be here or higher. So you notice when you bring your hands forward, extra weight, strengthening our backs so we won't have any more back pain. Our whole posterior chain here. Arms by your side, and we're just going to pulse up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7. If your back is burning and your hamstrings and glutes, you're doing it right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Go ahead and bend forward, bend your knees. And relax. All right. So from here, we're just going to walk our feet back and pop back into a downward dog. And you're going to bring your right leg up. You're going to bend it and stack it. Open your hips. And then you'll bring your right leg forward. Let's come on up for crescent pose. exhale as we bend the front knee. And then you're going to take a sphere in front of you and see if you can turn as much as you can. So maybe you only go 15 degrees here, or maybe you can go deeper, maybe to 45 degrees here to the right, and just hold it here. And then release your left hand to the floor, easy twist. Step it back, chaturanga, or to your belly, cobra or up dog, and downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, bend it and stack it. Open your hips, look under your right underarm. And let's bring the left leg forward. Come on up for high lunge. Inhale, exhale, sink a little deeper. And then you'll bring your fingertips to touch as you keep the length up through the crown of your head. And from here, you're just, if you can keep your balance, you're just going to slightly turn as much as you can. And hold this time. Steady and strong, strengthening our back side, our back, glutes, hamstrings, and balance. Arms out, and go ahead and drop your right hand, easy twist. And then step it forward, forward fold. Circle the arms, come all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Okay, so we'll do the pump or the fist of fire. So this is where you make a fist and think about things that are stressing you out in life, your work or your, the situation we're all in, and you just grab your fist and then you inhale through your nose and then you let it out through your mouth, a loud, like just let all that air out. And the weight shifts from up, it shifts into your heels as you go back. So I'll show you from here, you go like that, and then open your hands, come back. So inhale, and then exhale as you bend and straighten the legs, straighten the arms, and then open your fists and let all your anger out or any stress in your life, let it out. Inhale through the nose, out the mouth. Here we go. So if you don't want to make a lot of noise, you can at least exhale very loud. Exhale all the air out. And send the weight back in your heels. This is also really good for your low back. 3 more. And last one here. Clasp your hands. And straighten the arms overhead for a shoulder rinse. See if you can look over your left, to your left shoulder, and then over your right shoulder. And then hands to the floor, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump back. Lower to your belly. Come up for Cobra. And Downward Facing Dog. Right leg lifts. You're going to bring it forward. Spin the back heel down, warrior one. Straighten the front leg, hinge forward for triangle pose. Open up. Reach your arm parallel. And let's just bend the front knee. If you have a half moon practice, you can practice it walking your hand forward. Or if you need to, you can go to a wall, lean against the wall. Or if you're afraid to fall, you can come to your knees and you can do it on your knee like this. Okay? And then option to grab your heel in for Chapasana. Roll your shoulders back. And release. And slowly see if you can come on up. So we're going to stand sideways like this. And then we're going to do dog wags its tail. So basically you do a hip bump to the right, to the left, like whack your tail, your hips from side to side. And then if you can coordinate this, when the hips swing to your right, the crown of your head swings to the right, and then the left and left, right and right, left and left. So your hips and your crown of your head are moving in the same direction. So making like a C in your spine should feel good on your back. Okay, and then pause. And then from there, we're just gonna move sideways, laterally. So you may just go like slide one hand down to the knee, the other hand up to the underarm. You can just do this. Or you can move a little more fluidly, like think about like grass blowing in the wind, like moving like this and this. So you can even maybe take your elbows in like this and bend your knee and go side to side. It's almost like we're both all just blowing in the wind to the right and left. You'll feel it in your sides, which strengthen your low back. Your low back muscles are strengthening as we move in these dynamic lateral movements here. So then we're going to slowly bring it down and go side to side. So it looks like this. We're just moving side to side, side to side, side to side. So if it's difficult for you to do this, you can just interlace your fingers and do this one that we normally do. You can just turn it into an adductor stretch. Okay, otherwise, you're gonna move like the river. Strengthening your spine. So the hips move first, the head moves last. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Okay, now we're going to quarter turn to your left and come into warrior one on the other side. And straightening the front leg, we're going to hinge forward. Let's find a triangle. Feel that deep side stretching here, the low back. Or you'll feel it wherever you're tight, actually. You can, again, remember you can bring your knee to the floor like this if you want to do half moon this way, okay? Otherwise, if you want to try it standing up and you're afraid to fall over, you can lean against a wall. Walk your left hand forward, lift the top leg, so stacking your hips, stacking your shoulders, and then if you feel balanced, turn the gaze up. And once you feel balanced, you can grab your foot for Chapasana, roll your shoulders back. And release. Slowly come on back. And quarter turn to the right. So our feet are parallel. Let's go ahead and turn the right foot out. The left foot is parallel to the top of your mat. We're going to shrug the shoulders up, roll them back. Shrug them forward, up and back. And then we're going to come into Warrior Two here. Sinking into that front leg. Bending the front knee a little deeper to find a reverse warrior. And then elbow to the knee, side angle. You can take the top hand behind you, roll your shoulder back, that's your half bind. Or you can drop your hand to the floor, bend and straighten a little. And you can find a full bind if you're ready. And release. Slowly come on up. Turn right foot in, left foot out. And shrug the shoulders again and take them out. Sit into your Warrior Two. Inhale, exhale, reverse the warrior. And then elbow to the knee. Find a side angle. And top hand behind you, roll your shoulder back or bring your hand to the floor. Bend and straighten. Optional bind. And release. Quarter turn back. So Prasarita, spin the inner thighs back and fold. Your feet are parallel to each other. And fold forward. If your head can touch the floor, great. If not, don't worry about it. All right, lift and lengthen. We're going to quarter turn to the right. And we're going to straighten the front leg. Square the hips forward. So you can use 2 blocks here, or if you're really tight and your back is not flat, or you're not that flexible, you're a beginner, you can come to the wall, and it's much better just pressing against a wall or a chair if you can't touch your toes naturally, right? Just try to do this one instead. Okay. Okay, then you'll take your hands out to the side of your mat. We're just gonna pulse here. Little pulses, trying to feel into our hamstrings, which affect our low back as well. So do 10 more small pulses. Good, and pause. And let's take the left hand, keep it down, and we're just gonna turn to the right for revolved triangle. If that's too much for you, you're gonna have your hand right under your knee, one hand on your low back, and you're gonna just turn the whole torso to your right, and you'll just stay here for your revolved triangle. Otherwise, you can slide your hand down to either side. Draw your belly in, take that right hip back. 3, 2, and 1, and release. And we're gonna bring both knees together, knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Downward dog. Left leg lifts, bring it forward. Spin the back heel down, or less flexible people, you're gonna go to a wall or a chair. So for a little support there, you can just hold on to that or come forward. So you can also take your feet a little closer together if it's too much for you. And if you like to hold static, you can just hold. Or if you like to pulse with me, we're just gonna move your upper body, bowing over that front leg. And then lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Your hands right under your knee, your left hand on your sacrum, and turn the torso, the whole chest, whole torso turns over. So you can stay here. This can be your revolved triangle, or you can slide your hand down and lift your arm up. For Parvrita Trikonasana. So revolved triangle. And release. We're going to come down. Okay, let's go ahead. And we're going to come into Badakanasana, soles of your feet together with the knees out wide. And you can just fold forward here. If you like, you can have a diamond shape like this. Inhale as you lengthen, exhale as you fold. Good, and slowly come on up. So you're going to extend, so the right leg comes out, the left leg like in tree pose. And then you're going to spin your inner thighs back so the pelvis tilts forward. Hands behind you, lift and lengthen. And then you're going to take your right hand into that straight leg, press it in as you turn the whole chest the opposite way. So press in, straight arm into straight leg, and turn and look over your bent knee. And then from there, you're just going to side bend over to the right. It doesn't have to be a big stretch here. You'll feel this deep in those deep low back muscles. So you might want to just be a little lazy. The lazier you can be and still hold the stretch, it's good. So here I'm just holding up my head with my fists. If you can't reach with the elbow to your shin like this, then you can take a higher object that you have lying in the house, and you can certainly reach something higher perhaps. And just grab, maybe look up at the upper elbow, holding the back of your head. And you want to just slowly unravel here. So it should be, you don't want to go really heavy, really hard. Just like 60% of your total stretch, and slowly softening, allowing the tissues to relax, allowing your back to stretch and release the tension and tightness that we often feel there. Of course, as you get deeper into it, you might be able to go deeper. So those of you that can, grab your foot, go for it. Maybe you can grab both. So once you can grab both, then you also want to turn your chest up as much as you can. We're not there yet, we just do this. Slowly come on up, scoop underneath, and we'll do the other side. So if it's hard for you to keep the posture in your back, it might be easier for you to go against a wall. So I'll just use this as a wall. So you'll back up against a wall with this leg kind of parallelish to the wall, but maybe a couple fists away, your ankle, or maybe more if you need it. And the same thing, you're going to lift up, and then you're going to side bend. So pressing into the straight leg, turning your torso up towards the ceiling, but you might have the luxury of just leaning back into the wall here, so it's more supportive. And just finding the props around your house, like pillows or maybe a block or a book, a thick book. We don't get yellow pages anymore, but those used to be thick books. And again, just go to like your 60%, 60 to 80 at the most, maybe even 50, because you just want to chillax, relax your back so that it slowly unravels the tension. And if you want to see if you can go lower, you can go a little lower now. Okay. Now we're going to bring the right knee out for pigeon. So the right knee is on the outer edge. And we're here in Pigeon Pose. If you want to do the full pose. If this is not accessible to you, you're going to go on your back. It looks like this. You'll take your right ankle over your left knee. And then you'll take your right hand between your thighs and interlace behind your hamstrings. Or if you're more flexible, in front of your shin. So this one, the closer you bring your shin to your chest, the deeper stretch you'll get. And this one you want to keep your foot dorsiflexed. So that means it's the opposite of pointing. It's dorsiflexed. The toes are pointing back towards your bent knee. That protects your knee. So you can stay here. And then later when we do the quad stretch in regular mermaid, if you're on your back, you're just going to release your hands and you're going to drop your flat part of your foot over for a stretch, for a spinal twist. Okay, not yet. Okay. So here we are. That's for you, Debbie. Debbie asked me to show the poses instead of just say it. So you guys can, give us tips or recommendations as requests as well. We listen. Go ahead and turn to your left and grab your foot if you're able to. You're going to pull it in and try to feel that quad stretching. If you're able to hook your foot in here, you can practice a mermaid if you have the practice. Keep scissoring your inner thighs and maybe lifting your arm up. And release. We're going to do the other side. So if you're just switching sides here and coming down. Try to release the tension we have. We carry a lot of tension in our hips, emotions too. So it's good to do this every day, a daily practice, some kind of hip opener. All right. And we're going to turn to the straight leg. If you're on your back, release your hands. Again, just send the flat part of your foot over. All right. So our spine, we're going to roll down and we'll finish with a nice tiny back bend with all that back strength stuff we did. You can lift up into a nice bridge, or you can do a full back bend. So if you're more tired, you can take a block underneath and make it restorative and just stay here. And if you have you still have a lot of energy and you have a back bend practice, then you can go for that because you want to use it or lose it. So pop on up. And if you want, you can lift the leg up, the right leg, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg. Slowly come down. You can remove the block if you have it, and we'll do little windshield wipes side to side. And we'll take a happy baby pose. And if you're able to do straight legs, you can grab your feet and do straight leg happy baby. Or I like to go to one side and do like grab my big toes and just pull one back like a bow and arrow. Like this. A bow and arrow. Or you can just do the one we did earlier like this. Like one is straight and one is bent. One is straight and one is bent. Right, and you take your legs up. Just for a moment, point and flex. Point and flex, circle, circle, circle. If you want, you can come up into a shoulder stand or a headstand or some kind of inversion. Or you can do legs up the wall. So just, if you have a block, you can go a little higher. You don't have to. Just to get the benefits of an inversion. And if you want to go over, you can Halasana, just bring your feet over your head. And roll on down, knees in, and just make circles in one direction, massaging your low back. Circles in the other direction, massaging the low back into the floor. And then you're going to just drop both knees over for a spinal twist. And then both knees over to the other side. Stacking your sitting bones. And release. All right. And then you can just, if you like, you can do one fish pose here, like to finish. Elbows down or under, sitting on them, and press down, lifting up your sternum straight up, and maybe looking back. Maybe your head touches, maybe it doesn't. And then you're just gonna either stay down for Shavasana, or you can come close the class out together in a comfortable seated position. All right. Big inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth, blow it out. Surrendering to your practice, lifting your arms overhead. Namaste. Pressing your hands into your heart center and smiling and feel blessed. And smile and feel grateful and gratitude. And with gratitude for our practice here together, in the virtual world. Let's offer one Om to seal it in. Inhaling deeply. Namaste. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the class. If you did, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and share it with a friend. And also please consider supporting my ability to make these live streams for you. There's information under the video's description. And join me again every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 5 p.m. Thank you. Have a great rest of your weekend, rest of your Sunday. Goodbye.